outside into our front yard and showing us how to make DIY remembrance poppies to commemorate our fallen soldiers who have served our country is Ken.
Yeah.
I love this idea, Ken.
Well, I cannot take credit for this. This has been around for over 100 years. After World War I, people started to wear poppies in commemoration of people that have fallen. It's actually a very interesting little history lesson. So there's a poem that was written about Flanders Field, which was a field in Belgium where a lot of soldiers died. The first thing to grow after the war were poppies.
Oh my goodness.
Red poppies. And Lieutenant
Wow.
Colonel John McCrae wrote a poem in 1950, May, actually, so 103 years ago. And the last verse of that poem, I'm just going to say it here, is, take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from flailing arms we throw the torch for you to hold it high, lest we should forget why we die, even though poppies grow in Flanders Field. So since he wrote that for 100 years, people in Britain, Australia, New Zealand, not so much here, starting here, wear these so that that sort of battle to keep us free and democracy is not forgotten, those who have passed.
So the lapel that you're wearing is the classic way to
Traditionally on the lapel, or you place it on a grave.
Okay.
But I thought let's get interesting and make it bigger and larger. And of course, this has meaning for me just because my father, he fought in 2 wars and passed away just last year. So all of a sudden, Memorial Day has taken on all new meaning to me that it really didn't. It didn't have before.
Oh, Ken, that's so beautiful.
So so I think what our country does great is memorializing and giving tribute to those people. My father's funeral, I think we have a clip here, was at Arlington, and it really just
so beautiful.
Stuck to me, like how good we are at that. And I want to make sure that future generations just keep on honoring.
Yeah, to honor that and know that it's every moment, every man who has served deserves.
Right.
And John must feel the same way.
John, my husband, is a veteran. He served in Afghanistan 2 tours, and he was very, very specific about Veterans Day and Memorial Day, and obviously he's very proud to have served his country. But he also wants everyone to know, because
people get them mixed up all the time.
And he said, Memorial Day is to honor our soldiers who have passed, whether it be while serving or after serving. But Veterans Day is for us who are still alive. So he said people come up to him and say thank you, and he said, well, you're welcome, but I'm still alive. So, just to clear things up. You know what I mean? They both get their days.
Regardless.
All right.
We're getting our poppies.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Here, Ken.
I'm going to take this little poppy, this little delicate thing, I'm going to blow it up into this big statement piece for the front door. So great for
So how do we do that?
What we're going to do is start off with just your good old styrofoam ball and a piece of baling wire. You're just going to put that right on there.
Baling wire is stiffer than regular wire, right?
Exactly. You could use a coat hanger if you don't have baling wire.
Oh my goodness, that is very stiff.
And then a little spray glue, or you can use hot glue. And what you're going to do is just...
Will the hot glue damage the styrofoam?
It will, but it won't matter because all we're going to do is cover here. Look at you. You have learned.
I'm just trying to be specific.
I'm impressed.
Ken. I know.
So let that sit aside, and then what you're going to do is take a little 1" by 4" piece of crepe paper here, and you're going to glue that into just a little sort of tube.
Could you use something other than crepe paper?
For this, I love crepe paper because it really looks like a flower, but you could use felt, you could use construction paper, you could use tissue paper. What you're going to do here is, if you can see, you're just going to go around and scrunch it down, and what that is going to do is create this, which is going to be the center of your poppy. I have
look at that. That was easy.
And all you're going to do is a little bit of hot glue on top of here.
You make everything look so simple.
It really is.
It's really not.
Well, and the truth of the matter is,
you're just very good.
We're just dealing with paper, so it's not like you mess it up, you move on. So that's going to be the center. So you're just going to set that aside for a moment. You're going to get another piece of crepe paper. This is a long, thin piece, and you're going to fringe it. Just cut fringe all down the side. Okay. Give that to you. So that's going to look like this.
Oh.
And then all you're going to do is a little bit of glue, like a Hawaiian shirt on Halloween. And what you're going to do is, you can see here, you're just going to wrap this around your center.
Cool.
And this is what, the center of the poppy?
This is going to be the center of the poppy. So
like this little part here.
Exactly. So when you finish, this is what you're going to have here. If you can see there, that's what that center is going to be.
Okay.
You've got that. Now we're going to make the petals. Now the petals are where the magic happens. Most poppies have 5 or 6 petals, so just cut out 5 or 6 shapes. It's very generic. And Mark, Debbie, I'm going to have you help me here.
Okay.
What you're going to do is get them and then just pull and stretch them. And that's the beauty of the crepe paper.
So each petal's different.
Right, and it really makes it end up looking like a delicate flower petal.
Goodness.
You can see that there. Wow. And then what you're going to do is a little bit of glue at the bottom, and you're just going to wrap these 5 or 6 petals right around the bottom
Right there.
of your poppy.
Beautiful.
Look at this. Teamwork.
And that's all you need to do, really.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Is it traditionally, are these poppies made traditionally red, or could you do any other color?
Well, poppies come in, California poppies are yellow, Icelandic poppies come in a rainbow, but the Flanders poppy, the poppy that grew in that field, is the traditional red very common poppy. So you want to keep it with that. So there you see the flower coming together. I have one here that I finished already.
Okay, that's so pretty.
You've got your 5 thing, and then when you're done, all you do is take a little bit of crepe paper and wrap that around the base, and that is the rest of that wire there.
But elements involved?
So it is crepe paper, so if you have an exposed door, put it up for the day and take it down. If you have a covered porch like ours, there's no problem. It can stay out for a week or more.
So how do you hang this?
Well, what I did was I had one,
and you made a leaf.
and then I went ahead and I just made a second one, and because these are all wire, you can just twist the bases together here. And then on the back,
how cool is that?
I just put a tiny bit, if you can see that there, just a tiny little zip tie. And all I'm going to do.
So it's like one about ready to blossom there.
Exactly, a little bud.
The little bud.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful,
That
Ken.
right there, and because it's wire, you really have flexibility to bend it and
any
move
which
it.
way
I mean,
you want.
how beautiful is that for Memorial Day?